By the time it was known, I had already done the Asphalt Jungle. I was hired at Fox, and I remember they called on the set, the publicity department, and they said something to the effect, did you pose for a calendar? And I said, yes. Anything wrong? There was great anxiety in their voices. Oh, don't say you did. Say you didn't. So I said, but I did. I signed the release, and I did, and I feel I should say it. So I did say that I did, and they were very unhappy about it. And then the cameraman who was working on the film at that time, he got a hold of one, and he asked me if I'd sign it. And so I said, yes, I would. I signed it, and I said, to him, and then his name, and I said, this isn't my best angle. And of course, they got madder, the studio. And they said, but you can't sign those. And I said, but it's me, and they'd rather have these than the other signs. If they're friends, I don't sign for strangers, but they're friends. Or some I said, do you like me better with long hair? Because the hair was down to here, my hair, before I did the Asphalt Jungle. Little by little, I think Fox got used to it.
Ja, du hungrar väl inte bara efter mat?
No, I was really hungry to eat. When you live at the Hollywood Studio Club, you get 2 meals a day. You get breakfast and you get dinner. Of course, it doesn't taste very good, but still you eat. I always supported myself. I was never what you'd call, I don't know, how can I say it? No one else ever supported me in my life. In my older life, like... Well, I didn't. I had no family. And, I had no place to go just to have a roof over my head. Of course, a lot of people said, well, why didn't you go and get a job in a 10-cent store? Something like that. And because I didn't have a high school education, they wouldn't accept me. That's not true. Neither are true. My mother's first husband was named Baker. Her second husband was Mortensen, but she was long since divorced when I was born. So, on my birth certificate, I believe it says profession Baker. So she was just trying to think quickly, I guess, and said Baker. Well, in all my school records, it was Norma Jean Baker. In fact, I was always told, by the way, when I was very young, that my father was killed in an automobile accident in New York before I was born. When I was very young, I was told that. Yes.
As regards your mother, to you she was just a woman with a red hair.
Actually, she was. You see, when I was very young, I called every woman I would see. I'd say, "Oh, there's a mama." And if I would see a man, I'd say, "There's a daddy," or "Papa," I guess you say in French. So to learn that she was my mother was quite a shock. It was the woman with the red hair. The people I was staying with, I was about 3, and one morning I was having a bath, actually, and I referred to the woman as Mama, and she said, "I'm not your mother. The one who comes here with the red hair and so forth, she's your mother. Don't call me mother anymore. Call me Aunt so-and-so." But the one I was concerned was her husband. I says, "But he's my daddy." She said, "No. You call him Uncle so-and-so." although they weren't my aunt and uncle. I never lived with my mother. I don't know about the 12 days old, I don't remember, but I know I was very young.
Did you ever say that?
No. I used to ask where my mother was when I don't know, it was about... Well, when I was put in the orphan's home, and I refused to go into the orphan's home. I mean, I said, I saw the orphan, I could read at 10, orphan, and I put my feet down on the sidewalk, and they had to drag me in. I said, I'm not an orphan. And so, I thought, well, she's dead somewhere, and then later some people said, well, it's better you forget about your mother. I said, well, where's my mother? And I said, well, it's better you forget about her. She's dead. So I was told that. So whatever, invented, I don't know what they mean by it. It was all kind of vague. You know, I couldn't find out anything for sure. I wasn't 8 because when I was 8, I remember where I had, when I had a birthday at 8 years old, and so I would still be 7, and my mother did buy a home, but I didn't see her very often. It was very, well, the circumstances very unhappy and kind of haphazard. I didn't see her very much. The English couple that I told you,